Okay. Are we live? Let's have a look. I think so. I've just gotten the notification. I will just double check though. Right, we are indeed live. Yo guys, Features Gaming here. Welcome back to another stream here on the channel. Today, as you can see, we are on Euro Truck Simulator 2. And yeah, we are going to be doing a job. If I go to the gameplay scene, I think it's that one, because I want my face to come on this side. Hopefully that it does. Apparently Fry's Amazing is spamming his raid again. Only him though. Well, if it is a real raid, thank you so much for the raid. There was a tram crash in my city today and you don't want to know who caused it. Oh gosh. Yeah, probably not. We are on Euro Truck Simulator 2. And what we are going to be doing today is I've gotten a job. We're taking pasta because we're going to be driving down Italy. We are in Turin right now, and we're going to go all the way to Catania. Again, I don't know how you actually pronounce these. You know, if you're a proper Italian, Catania or something like that. But yeah, just going to be driving down the coast. It should be, hopefully a scenic route. I haven't really driven down most of these roads, so it's going to be quite interesting to see what that is like. And yeah, as I said, taking pasta. Pizza wasn't available. If pizza was enabled or frozen pizzas, I would have taken that. But yeah, we're going to be taking some pasta down to there. 21 hours in game time. So yeah, that is that. Let me go ahead and open up the Convoy though, and yeah, then I will unmute myself on the Discord server. And yeah, hopefully we will get to going. Apparently someone else is now doing the Fry's Amazing Gaming raid, so thank you so much for the raid. Much appreciated. So let's go ahead and host the Convoy. I don't even know what the password is, so I need to think of another one. Let me think of a password. Perfect. Enable traffic, enable damage. Yep, all good. I've also got truck books as well. I downloaded, as yeah, that is supposed to be working now. So let me go ahead and post these out real quickly, so people on my Discord know what the thing is. And I will also check my friends list as well. There we go. So let me just quickly check my pending friends. There's only 2, but I don't know if they're to join the convoy or not. I'm just going to get back into the thing and just start, and people that want to join can. Right, so let me just do that again quickly so I can get my refresh rate good. So let's go ahead and unmute. Hello, guys. I'm pretty sure you will be able to hear me anyway. So yeah, read my last message. Where are we? Tram crash caused by an ambulance thing with patient. Oh gosh. Yeah, it is quite dark, but hopefully it should get a bit brighter as we start the thing. Hello, Matthew, as well. How you doing? Wait, do I need to be in the Discord for the password? Yeah, ideally. It's just to like stop, just people who are just watching the stream, trollers to be exact, to join. Excited for the F123 fetch, seeing the new features? Yeah, I have. If you are wondering why I am late, I went to pick up an iPhone 11, so. That is why I am late, in case you were wondering. We kind of wanted to go when it was like, No, right, Matty. No, not the Roblox group, the Discord server. So yeah, I just went to, grab that. So yeah. That was it. Bad phone, I got the iPhone 2G. Wow. We are in the Ford trucks as well, so we are not in proper trucks. We are in, well, they are proper trucks, but what I mean is we're in modded trucks. So yeah, what time is it in game? It is, I think it's just gone like 1 AM or something like that. Ooh. That beacon's nice. Whatever it is. That's really nice, the mood lighting. 21 hours. It is, yeah, basically 1 AM. What do you mean Roblox doesn't want to work at all? I don't know. Anyway, I might just get going. I suppose people can catch up, so I might just get started, really. It's actually quite loud. My goodness. Just been in a rail car. Exactly why. I've just immediately gone onto the wrong side of the road. And I was sat in the front seat on this side as well. It's really confusing, you know. Hello Melvin as well, how you doing? I can see that you're on the on the VC as well. Take the opportunity when you can. Hello Craigie, how you doing? That colour looks amazing in that drop, not gonna lie, yeah. I actually just turned on the beacon. Right, and off we go. No, I can't actually see my speed, so I might actually have to have that up just so I know who's joining and who isn't. Yeah, unfortunately, I did let people know on short notice that I was streaming now. I just basically needed to get to the... When we try and, like, when we are going places to get the deliveries, yeah, I know that was red, but I'm jumping it. When we go to places to collect things, we kind of want to go, like, near, like, closing time. So we, just to, like, avoid, you know, as many people as possible. And to be fair, it worked, you know, we were literally in and out. And, you know, there wasn't many people in the parking lot at all. So yeah, we went in, got the phone, it was all well. And then, you know, just did some of the, well, I say other stuff, we just, you know, basically came home after that. So yeah, and the store shuts at 8, so that is why I am late. And obviously I wanted to, you know, go because it was something for me, so... Yeah. I'm in the Discord now, what? Navigate to the ETS2 ATS channel, and the Convoy details should be in there. But I think you might need to download the mods that we have that's in the pinned message in order to join. I can't join. Yeah, I don't know why people are, like, I don't know why people have issues with that. How did you get so much money? I have a mod. Is this gonna open? I don't think it might. Okay, it is. You have to have mods enabled, yeah. I'll set this up ready for next time when we do one of these, yeah. I do try and post what we do, like, on the morning. So, yeah. Just keep your eyes peeled. Hello Archie, by the way, as well. How you doing? I tried to put in the password, but it wouldn't let me. Make sure that you're actually, like, typed in the box. I'm just gonna lower the volume. It is pretty loud, isn't it? Probably about halfway. So it actually moved over to the different lane. Would it have an iPhone 11 and not the iPhone 14? A, because iPhone 14 is really expensive. B, I like the curved designs of the phone, like how this one's curved. It's not like a blocky feel. I don't like those sorts of phones. So yeah, I like the curved ones. And the iPhone 11 is the oldest one, or the newest one that has that design. And I just wanted an upgraded phone, to be honest. So yeah, I wasn't in need, like, really necessarily of. I didn't really need it necessarily now, but it's just I didn't know how much longer iPhone 11s were going to be out, so nabbed it while I could. You should get iPhone 12. iPhone 12 is the oldest design that has the blocky design, and as I said, I don't like that. So yeah, I was thinking about like iPhone 12, iPhone 13, but I kind of like decided against it. Thank you, Trouble Guy, for subscribing. Thank you so much. Hello, Mason, as well. How you doing? So I tried to connect my AirPods at the gym, and I kept turning my phone on and off, and then finally connected. Yeah, that's usually the way you do it. Just turn it off and on again, and it usually does it. I can't join because I cannot find it. Just search Features Gaming. It should come up pretty much. What do you mean by no filter? Or same region, I think. No, because I've been able to join Rizzy, so... And obviously Rizzy lives in America. I've been able to join her fine. I don't really know. Next time you get iPhone, you should get iPhone 3G. I did actually have one. I used to play like Tekken and stuff on it. You know, that's how far back we're going with that. We need to be friends on Steam to see the server. Yeah, see, that's the thing. I am friends with Rizzy on Steam, so maybe that's probably why. I knew that Cheese Lord and I think Pineapple for a time being had a bit of an issue trying to get on. And then I think when Rizzy accepted their friend request, then I think it kind of worked. But I think because I hosted some of the convoys in Rizzy's early stages of streaming Euro Truck, they were then able to connect fine because it was the same region, but I don't know. Streamlabs just completely roasted me. Is Fetch the best content creator? I would say no. Thanks, Streamlabs. Isn't it great when your headphones or AirPods won't connect? Yeah. I don't actually like AirPods. I hate in-ear headphones. I just hate them. I don't know why, but I just can't stand things being in my ear. It's why I like, you know, overhead headphones. Because it just makes me feel more isolated in what I'm doing. You know what I mean? Should not have activated cruise control there. Why do you keep saying no filter, Mason? It's making no sense. I can kind of just about see the speed on the thing, but it's not easy to see. Even when I turn down the game sound by quite a bit, it's still, you know, still quite loud. I might turn it down a bit more in a minute. Friends with you on Steam. I'm not too sure then. You should see, really, you know, my Convoy first, you know, it should have the friends icon. I don't know. You know, even in different regions as well. Right, I'm just gonna pop in there real quick. Turn down the game sound even more. Probably about like half, you know. Beep the horn. Probably not even like that, you know, too much to hear, to be honest. Hello John, by the way, how you doing? Our station is set for Central. Mine's Lynn. Has to be. I'm kind of surprised Dark hasn't joined, to be honest. You know, I would say the whole reason I am actually doing this, you know, doing this stream is because Dark said that he was going to be available. If it wasn't for him, I probably would have done Paris, Korea, to be honest. And it was actually going to be Paris, Korea until he told me, so... Yeah, obviously I'll push that back, you know. It'll probably be next week, I'm not too sure. I kind of want to do Death Road as well at some point in the future. would like to do that. CD Road as well. People tell me to do that as well. Cops and Robbers. I might see if I can think of doing one of those again soon as well. I sort of like need to keep track of like when we like almost like make a schedule of like ETS streams we do, and then like write the date of the last time we did it, and then try and like, you know, go in an order or something. What's Cops and Robbers? We basically have Skoda mods and a police skin mod, and the principle is, it depends on how many people are on the server. Usually we try and have 3 people at least. And what happens is one person's the robber. They don't actually rob or anything, you know, it's just like, you know, it's the name of the game. They are just in a coloured Skoda or whatnot, and they just try and drive as fast as they can. And the 2 other players are in Skodas as well, in a police skin, and they are basically trying to crash out the suspect. The ruling is, if the cops flip the suspect, that's them done. The cops have won. We don't really have a time limit to if the suspect wins. I think it's like if we all just like give up or something like that. But the rules are basically no teleporting. If you flip, just when you're just trying to drive, you know, just get away. As long as there isn't a cop chasing you, you can control F9 to get back up on your thing. But you aren't allowed to teleport, as in like F7. So if you enable the dev console, you can just, you know, get back up. Same for the cops as well. They are not allowed to, if they get flipped, they're not allowed to respawn again if they're in pursuit of someone. But let's say if they're like driving to like a location or something like that, you know, if they accidentally flip them, then they are allowed to like get back on their thing, because like there's, you know, there's no real pressure or something like that, you know, if that makes sense. But yeah, the ruling is if you flip with a cop pursuing you, that's your run down, you know, that's your run over. Well, yeah, I mean, I just like to try and go into detail when someone like wants something explaining, just in case, you know, they don't get it, you know. And I'm probably going to take, you know, 2 minutes trying to explain, you know, why I take 2 minutes to explain other things. And yeah, oh wait, hold on, I need to be in this thing, don't I? Thank you, Val, for the 25 months as well. Man, you have been a member for a long time. But yeah, thank you for your continued support. I hope Streamlabs is going to do the alert soon. There we go. Are you going to Lake England? No, we are just driving down Italy. I have a fish in Minecraft, it's called Doritos, lol. I don't know why, but whenever anyone says the word Doritos, I think of the Panto song. You know, the one that I was in, the one that goes, Despacito, I like to eat Doritos. That's where it comes from. And you've got cheesy fetos of the crocodile Doritos. Despacito, I like to eat Doritos. You've got cheesy fetos of the crocodile Doritos. Despacito. Do I like Doritos? I I don't know really. I haven't had them for a while, so I don't really have an answer. I just like standard crisps, to be honest. I actually have that the Despacito soundtrack if you guys want to hear it. You know, the one they use for the Pansai. It's like 30 seconds long. I have the playoff as well. Do I like football and what team do I support? I support Arsenal. Oh, I forgot that I need to stop. What will you do when you reach 16k subs? The thing is that they, you know, we're going up subs like rapidly, so it's kind of hard to like, you know, think of things. Like, I haven't even done some things that I was supposed to do for 15k. So yeah. I've also been set a new challenge at 20,000 subscribers. Along with my face reveal, I'm going to do the Finland Eurovision dance. It's been made into a GIF that now as. In the future, you're going to reach 5 million subs. I mean, just getting to 100,000 subscribers, you know, that's really, you know, like a dream for me, you know. That is just like, I didn't even know. You know, anything, well, to be fair, anything above 1,000, you know, really was my dream, you know. And then when I got to 1,000, then it was probably like 10,000. So yeah, I think I'm gonna set 100,000 on my dream. You know, I think 100,000 is like when you I think 100,000 is probably when you can kind of see if you can try and make a living out of YouTube or something like that. I know it is really dependent though on views you get and things like that, and like watch time. It's not really how many subs you have. Right. Let me see if I can get the Despacito soundtrack. Now I don't know which one is the playoff and which one isn't. So that is the so that's the playoff. So I guess this is the actual ghost gag, and as I said, it's 30 seconds long. Are you ready? And yeah, obviously the actors would be, you know, singing over the top of that. And yeah, so I'm pretty sure from that you can kind of see how the thing goes. And then this is the playoff. So like when the main character, usually the dame, scares me off because I was playing the crocodile in the ghost gag. Basically, I'd scare off the first. The order I did, I think, was I went from stage right to stage left first. Then I went to scare off the person that was mostly on stage right. Then I came back on and did the person on stage left. So then I was in the stage left wing, came back on, scared off I was scared off by the dame, that was literally my idol when I was doing things, ran off stage, they chased me off, and as they were chasing me off, this is what was played. It's basically the entire thing just sped up and just a bit more upbeat, basically. And yeah, that's what I spent most of my into 2027, 2018 went, basically. And again, I could go on a full-on, like, 2-hour discussion on Panto. Honestly. Just looking back, you know, makes me emotional. I loved Panto so much. It was like my first Panto I did as well. I think what even made it like more special as well though is that I wasn't expecting to get any role in the thing. I literally decided on the day of the auditions to like go in and see what I could do. And it was Peter Pan for Panto. So it's a bit different to like the standard like Pantos we usually do. It was a bit different. So for the first time they were casting chorus actors to play the roles of John and Michael and John. So I auditioned for that role because it was either Michael or John or part of the dancers. So I went into the audition. Obviously, I did the audition, things like that. It went quite well. I kind of didn't need to look at the script though, like when I was acting my parts. I mean, you could have done that, or you could have like tried to memorize them. So yeah, there was that. Obviously, I was kind of like expecting, you know, me not to get it, and right, you know, quite frankly, I didn't. But then they said that they were like, and I thought I was yeah, fair enough, fair play, you know, they deserve it, you know, they were actually, you know, pretty good actors. But then they said they were looking for new roles as well. So I was like, new roles? What? I can't remember what one of them was, but they said that there were... Actually, I think what had happened is that there were... So 2 people were being casted per team. There were 3 teams, so that makes 6. And there was 9 of us who were auditioning. So that meant 1 other person got picked for each team to be a separate thing, and the role was Nana the dog, the crocodile, and apparently the Indian chief. The Indian chief kind of got scrapped though. So yeah, I basically played Nana the dog and the crocodile. I got cast that on that day, and as I said, it was literally, I wasn't expecting anything from that audition, and apparently got cast to play that. Which was quite something. As I said, was not expecting it at all. Yeah, that was good times. That was. My sister was also in the same team as well. That's kind of something that they tried to do as well. They try to put us in teams with like either friends or like, you know, family. And as I said, you know, my sister was in one team, so they put me in that same team. And Lauren was actually doing 2 teams that year. I can't remember the story of it, but yeah, I think someone dropped out of like Team A, and Lauren was over the age of 18, I think, when this was happening, so she was able to like do 2 teams or something like that. And yeah, I auditioned for the next 2 Pantos after that year, so I tried auditioning for the 2018 to 2019 Panto. My sister tried to as well because she was actually invited to do it. Unfortunately, none of us got in, I don't think. So then Lauren couldn't then actually do it in theory afterwards. I can't even like go back and do it myself, to be honest, because obviously I'm over the age now. But I tried to do the I tried then auditioning for the 2019 to 2021. Obviously that was just by myself, and again it was a dancing thing, or it was for the dancing role. And there was some like very weird conversations about that one. Basically, when you go in for the audition, they try to find people that would all fit the costumes, basically. So there's one costume for one role. So they kind of want to make sure if they have like the costume that fits someone. So even though you might be an excellent dancer or something like that, then if the costume doesn't fit you, then you probably won't get it. Now there were 4 boys, including me, and the rest were girls. So I kind of knew it was either going to be 3 of us boys get it and there's going to be one unlucky person, or all 4 of us are going to get it and 2 people are going to have to do either 2 teams or 1 person is going to have to cover all 3. So I was in college at the time, and I knew that I was going to be able to have the time off to do the shows, and if not all of the shows, I could just do my college work online, you know, remotely, like during like breaks and things like that. So we all did our audition. I think us boys actually did our, you know, ours separate to the girls. So they obviously were assessing, and I was the one that was left out because the other 3 boys were all the same height. I was the only person that stuck out like a sore thumb. So I was like kind of like thinking, I really think you 3 guys have got it, and I'm not going to get it, to be honest. Or you 3 are going to get it, and I'm going to have to be put into like all 3 teams or something. I said that as a joke. But then the people that were running the auditions like sort of like called me over, and I was just like, oh god, what have I done? And they said, so we are debating about you because obviously we need to try and fit people who fit the costumes in all 3 teams, and obviously I don't think you would fit into the small costume. So we are debating if we could put you in all 3 teams to do the entire run. Would you be happy with that? Obviously I said yes, I'm pretty sure I'll be able to. Sort of lying. It was going to be a struggle, but honestly I did believe in myself that I would be able to, you know, maybe do it. You know, I just needed to try and, you know, just get a bit of exercise and just try and get a little bit fitter, you know, between the summer and winter, which, you know, just a few more bike rides a day, you know, should have done it. And I think I was doing a lot of bike rides that, you know, that year anyway. Actually, I'm supposed to be in this lane. So they said, we just need to know that education is all covered, because obviously they need to think of education. Hello. And yeah, obviously, as I said, you know, I can do my work remote, you know, I'm sure there'll be absolutely no problems with that. But they had to obviously see if the stage manager was happy to do that, to put me in all 3 teams, because it's never really been done before. One of the chorus actors to be put in all 3 teams. Those are usually done by like seniors or principals. Get out of my way, mate.
Kitty is
so yeah,
sad and happy at the same time.
when they were like obviously announcing the people who passed, obviously they didn't mention my name directly or my number, but they did say obviously we don't know about I can't remember what my number was, but they mentioned my number for something. So I was kind of like, I was sort of like in and not. I was in if the stage manager was happy for having one boy in all 3 teams, or I was just going to say no. So I waited a good few months, I think, ready for a callback. I think it was literally like 2 months before, you know, the run was actually, you know, supposed to get underway. So I think I probably, you know, if I was to have been accepted, I probably would have received that call up a whole lot earlier. So we did call like saying, has anything been mentioned on my behalf about my thing? And they said, oh yeah, sorry, we didn't get back to you. Unfortunately, the stage manager didn't think that was a good idea. Obviously, I'd love for you to join and everything like that, but, you know, we do need to think of education, child safe, you know, safe keeping or whatever it was. And yeah, I was like, yeah, fair enough. So yeah, unfortunately I wasn't able to do it, but yeah. What an honour that would have been to, do all 3 teams during a run. But yeah, I did remember at times it was hard. I remember there was one day where I think it was like it was a full Saturday that I went in, and there was something that we did it like in the morning, but then everything in the afternoon was either principal work or it was stuff to do with the dancers and things like that. So I basically was in there for practically 6 hours doing absolutely nothing. The only thing we got to do was something at the end, and the stage manager acknowledged that and actually said, we actually know that Nana and Crocs aren't going to be needed for most of tomorrow, so if you want to come in for the afternoon or something like that, just to sort of like congratulate us, I guess, or like congratulate me of like not of me being very patient despite my disabilities and stuff, you can have the morning off for you to rest. So I was like, great. Went in the next morning, the Nana and Crocs did work. So I basically had to learn what they did in like 2 hours in like 10 minutes.
That's nuts. I wouldn't be able to do that.
To be honest though, it wasn't that bad, I kind of pick up on like stuff, like choreography, things like pretty quickly. So yeah, it wasn't too bad actually. The 2 hours they spent, I think, was like performing every bit step by step and like not teaching me the full chunk of it, Usually when I get taught like a full chunk of it, like at least if I like note it down, like what, things they are, or record it, I can kind of then like study that like, all the time, so I can like kind of like get it, then get it in my head and stuff like that. So yeah. It was good. I was just basically taught it, and to be fair, the moves are pretty simple. It was literally me just doing like this, and like spinning and things like that. It was all basically, it was all like in time with the music and everything. So yeah, it was pretty easy to pick up on. Yes, I probably did mess up a few times, but obviously, you're gonna do that. So but yeah, it was mainly just like timing and things like that, that they were doing as well, like when to go out. Well, this is basically, I think, planning the final act, or the final like dance. The curtain, the curtain call, I think they call it, or something like that. No, the curtain call is what they call that's the first part. The ending, when they do the bows, do the waves, and do the thank you for watching. We wish you a happy Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, even though it'll be the next year anyway, but they still have to say that because script. So, yeah. I'm not supposed to be in that lane. So, yeah. I loved it. I absolutely loved it. And yeah, as I said, there were days where I was not needed, but that's part of the thing. And as I said, there were many other, fun things that happened as well. I've talked about them on the channel. I'm probably just going to go over them as well, because honestly, me talking about Banter, I don't want to stop. So, and it gives me something to talk about on stream. So yeah, a bit repetitive, but I know. And I probably only discussed it about a month ago, but I'm going to say it again anyway, because yeah, and there's nothing you can do to stop me.
I've heard that many times, but funny enough, for some reason, I don't know why, but I really enjoy hearing that like over and over again. I've never got bored of it.
What, me talking about Panto?
For some reason, I don't know. I like it when you bring it up in trucking. I guess it's just a chill time. So I'm sad but excited at the same time. So the reason why I'm late is because I actually sold my old car.
Ah. The reason why I'm late is because I was, once again, just getting an iPhone 11, so...
You got an iPhone 11? Oh my god. You are a millionaire.
I just went to pick it up. Whose voice is that? That's Dark Reapers.
Hello.
So one of the things that happened is...
Hello, Mason.
Obviously, as I said, when you're doing the thing, there will be times where you kind of do have to come off school and like go into like rehearsals or do a show or something like that. So There was one time where our school was doing something, I can't remember what it's called, I think it's like an international day, where like each classroom is like a different country and you have to like go around the things, and there was one teacher that is quite strict, I would say, but they are hilarious. When you are on their good side, they are flipping hilarious.
You know who that reminds me of? That reminds me of my old teacher. She was lovely. She was lovely. She was lovely if you were on her side. And
yeah.
If you're a pain in their backside, oh, she would not be a very nice person.
Yeah. I remember a few times when we got into trouble with. One of them wasn't even my fault. I got pushed into her door when they were doing a mock exam, and they told me to apologise to that class for disrupting the thing, even though it wasn't my fault. So, because of that, I will admit, I'm going to be upfront and honest, I didn't go and apologise. Looking back at it, just courtesy, I probably should have done, and I did actually admit that to the head teacher when I was actually writing an email about this to the head teacher.
The funny thing is,
I will admit I didn't actually go and apologise.
I'm one of those people who like to just get it over and done with.
Yeah.
So I probably would have just not stood my ground, and a lot of people do disagree with me with that.
Yeah.
But personally, I see it in a way is, and you don't want the teacher thinking you're absolute, like, you know.
Yeah. And as I said, you know, in looking back at that now, just you know, just out of courtesy, even though it probably wasn't my fault, it probably would have just been best to, you know, apologise to that class. But there and then I thought, well, it wasn't my problem, so why did I need to? You know, it's kind of like that thought.
But sometimes I do think, you know, if you think about it now, think about your age situation, like, you know.
Mm.
And obviously, I do understand you got autism, so your thinking is like, do you play with your food at the dinner table a lot?
No.
No. Apparently, it's just a common trait, and basically, I think I was having this discussion at work, at my workplace, and I was like, I mean, if they want to play with the food, as long as they're not causing a mess, as long as they're touching it in their plate and stuff, I think it's fine.
Mm.
Obviously, it takes them longer to eat, but that's just their senses, like, because I know autistic people have sensories like that. So, I mean,
Lauren sort of like discovers shapes and stuff like with her food. Like, you know, take a, you know, we were having chicken the other day, and I think there was like one shape that was like an elephant or something. So she like was like picking it up and like starting to like display it.
Yeah, okay, but I mean, it is what it is, personally.
Yeah.
That's what
I don't mind it. You know, sometimes it is quite funny to see. You know. But yeah, one of our countries that we had to go to was her class, and obviously I had to go at 12 to get to the rehearsal thing. Thankfully, it wasn't actually too far away from the school, so really all I had to do was go from school, get some lunch or something like that, or probably had a packed lunch when I was there, and just get to the theatre. Basically, it was only like 10 minutes tops. Yeah, so I basically asked her, Miss, can I go, please? I need to go to rehearsal. So they were just like, she was standing there thinking, you want to leave my country? How dare you? And then, you know, like, she was in character, and then literally a split second later, she was like, yeah, of course you can, lovely, there you go. And then it was like the snap of character. It was just like, you know, can I go? How dare you? Yeah, of course you can.
But yeah, in terms of what I've been getting,
I kind of wanted to stay. You know, I kind of wanted to stay for, you know, like, for that class, because it sounded quite fun. But yeah.
Oh wow.
I've got other things as well. Yeah, I'm trying to reach out as much as I can, but honestly, I just want to talk about Panto, to be honest.
You know, I think you need to like talk again, but then again, it's nothing. There's nothing in the background for you to do.
Yeah, exactly.
That's kind of what Bussim, I guess, could be good for.
Hmm.
I think a single player tracking isn't something I want to see, but I think single player Bussim 18 especially, because I feel like so Bussim 18 was going somewhere. It was.
Yeah,
the
definitely.
The fact that it just got annihilated, not fair, but it is what it is. I accept it.
You're going to talk about Banter, then at least invite me. I mean, you can chat your stories on the live chat, Lauren. I mean, I'm not stopping you from doing that.
Oh my god, I'm getting so many messages on Instagram. Are you following me on Instagram, Lucas, now?
I think so.
Yeah, so you can see my car getting sold then. It's on my story.
Honestly, I'm barely on Instagram. I'm barely on it.
Oh, right, okay, so you probably missed my story the other day then.
I probably missed your story from the previous year, to be honest.
To be honest with you, I don't even post stories, like, to be totally honest with you.
You remember my old name? Dancy Heading, how you doing? Dancy Heading, now that brings back a name.
I have not driven this truck in a year, and I don't know where the RPM meter is. So,
it's on the left.
Oh god, I forgot there's AI exists.
Hello, Wilson as well, how you doing?
And this is the loudest...
Yeah, it is pretty loud. I had to turn my game sound quite down. One other story I have from Panto is
I'll turn that right down.
I did.
Freaking heck.
My role involved me having to have a helmet on. Well, not a helmet, but like a head. Because I, obviously face paint would have done it.
Or is that the main guy? I'm confused.
I just turned the main all the way down, to be honest.
Okay, I'm gonna yeet it down. I'd want to hear you instead. I don't fancy hearing ETS today.
Honestly, I don't blame you.
But it's still loud.
Okay, watching you all the way since you were at 5k subs. I know, it's crazy. Like, you've watched through 10,000, nearly 11,000 subscribers with progression.
I've been 3k. What on earth? 2019 December. Oh, no.
I remember the first stream me and you did was the day I hit 3k.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Ah.
That first stream me and you did was or probably it was a day later when I hit 3k.
Damn, that's mental.
I know.
And that's when
I've been here since 4k.
That.
Yeah.
And I was in. The thing is, that's when I was into ETS.
Yeah, it was. Flying it down the inside of me and then just flipping it and go down the inside of the bridge. Anyway, where was I? So yeah, my role meant that I had to have a helmet on, and honestly, I got hot in there. Thankfully, the stage manager and Beth, who played Tinkerbell, they had a fan backstage that kept me like cool. And I think actually one time as well, just before the water pistol scene thing, I think it was the stage manager. I don't think it was Beth. They poured some water down like my down my back as well to like try and cool me off from the water gun, and it was refreshing. But yeah, it was it was quite a shock when I felt it. That's not where the story goes, though. So once we finished the show, and all of our team were going to go out and have dinner before we had an evening show. So I went out because I got ready first. Literally, I just wear like a few underclothing shirts and then just like the suit over it. So all I really have to do is take off the suit, get out of the other clothes, and then put on my normal clothes. Simple as that, it takes like 5 minutes. Well, when you get into the dressing room, and normally by then I'm sort of like out of my thing.
I figured it out already. 68 miles an hour.
You live in England, Fetch? Yes. So I went out, then the dancers came out, and we were waiting for the other, people. There were 2 dancers out at the time. Someone from the audience, bearing in mind they were stood next to me as well, one member of the audience said to the dancers, "Well done." Never acknowledged me there at all. Because obviously when I was doing the show, I was completely incognito, I could have literally just been here and done nothing. You know, because I had that head on, you know, no one knew who I was. Dancy Heading or Cloud Drop, thank you for becoming a channel member. Thank you so much. Obviously, I know it's renewing, but because you're on a new account, obviously, it's different. I really need to redo that, to be honest. Dark. Slow down. But yeah. That was, that was a funny thing.
There's a truck in your left lane. Is it not showing up in your camera?
I can see it, yeah.
On your stream, it's not showing. Oh, hang on. That's because we're a few seconds behind. I was like, hang on. There's no trick in your view. Yeah,
there it is.
Bit of a crazy time.
Why is my thing breaking?
Why are you slowing down to 40
I don't know.
miles an hour, Grandad? Oh my god, why are you killing him?
Because I want to.
Stop speeding up, slow down.
I might play F120, fair enough.
Are you speeding or can we just drive at the speed limit for once?
Oh, that's coming from Dark! Jesus Christ! Who's changed this Dark?
Well, it's nice to drive the speed limit for once.
I remember one time when we went to have dinner. I can't remember if it was the John or the Michael. They drank a whole 2 litre bottle of Iron Brew.
I'd probably be full after
just
that.
Before a show.
But I'm not sure how good I'd feel after that.
Just before the show, halfway through the show, they needed a wee.
A piece of the bottle.
And I think it was literally 5 minutes before they were meant to get on stage.
Oh great, that must have been...
I remember one time as well, they forgot their mic. So the chaperone literally had to leg it from the stage to the dressing room to grab the mic, then take it back and get it on him before the show started. Or like before the act. Luckily we get early call-ups, so you know if there is an issue then we have time to like get there. I didn't. Sorry.
Your mum.
I wasn't even intentional. I just whacked on cruise control and the adaptive cruise control thing messed me up.
Oh, you got that bollocking adaptive cruise. Turn that off.
I like
God, imagine if that thing was invented in TMP. I can just imagine 50 accidents happening then. Well, then wouldn't it just cause a chain reaction, actually?
That's what makes it fun, isn't it?
Would that actually work?
I don't know. I probably do need to tweak some settings on it, though, to be fair.
I think it's, to be honest, I don't know why SCS added that, because that's a bit of a... It's
I mean, I like it.
This game, in a way. What's next? Autopilot.
Yeah.
Then people would just sit AFK at their desk on TikTok all day.
They did actually bring out an April Fool's thing about like automatic driving and stuff.
Oh, did they? They probably will, because the thing's in advance so much.
What other stories do I have from Panto? Oh yeah, we're speaking about my iPhone 11. The stage manager got the new iPhone 10 that came out. I think literally the iPhone 10 came out in that winter. And honestly, the stage manager, you know, now he's living luxury. Like, you know, I see him on Facebook posting at Liverpool Anfield supporting the Reds. Literally the next day, I see him in LA. Private jet, champagne, and I'm just like, how are you living this life? So yeah, I see him like, you know, what's the word I'm trying to think of? Oh god, I'm trying to think of the word, but I literally can't think of it. So he got the new iPhone 10 when it came out. And my stepdad, being the tech person he is, because he was supposed to be chaperoning me, wanted to assist him with his phone. I remember it. The moment he unboxed it, he stared at the phone, hoping for it to unlock. He literally, imagine this was in his box. He put it up, stared right at it like that, and obviously it wasn't turned on. So I mean, it wouldn't turn on. Honestly, he was hilarious though. Do I have any other stories that I haven't told? I'm not going to talk about the times when I had to take over for the other two teams, because I've already said that, and honestly, it's not really that exciting. It just meant once I had to do 5 shows in 3 days.
In fact, when you get your driver's license?
I have no idea. Bro, I got infinite stuff. Honestly, from Panto, I do. I had memories that I'll never forget. I remember one time I had a show on a Friday morning, and Friday mornings at school I hated, but the Friday afternoons I loved. So I had a show in the morning on a Friday, and I went back for the afternoon. It was literally one lesson, but obviously, you have to, obviously have attendance and stuff like that. So, and the afternoon on a Friday is PE. So I basically did a full day of exercise. Went in, I went to the theatre in the morning to do a show. Came back to school in the afternoon to do PE. Obviously, I didn't even know what temperature it was. It was probably below 5 degrees. Obviously, because I arrived slightly late, because obviously I had to get lunch and everything like that. I arrived during the lesson, and obviously when I like to do PE, I like to obviously go in goal and I like to play football. So I had to settle for hockey. I think pretty much everyone, apart from probably one person, was wearing like a jumper or a coat or something like that, so how cold it was. I was in a t-shirt.
Great success.
Because of how hot I was from doing the show, I was in a shirt in 5-degree temp. I didn't even feel the cold. It was probably quite dangerous of me, actually, playing, in 5-degree temperatures with just a shirt, but honestly, I didn't feel the heat at all. Are you slowing up traffic, by the way?
Huh?
Are you slowing up traffic?
Oh dear. I clearly am not paying attention to the game because I did not notice I'm doing 25 miles an hour on a bloody Italian motorway.
It's 50.
I did hard speed limit. I'm sorry. Oh, hang on, you're not anywhere near me.
Yeah, because you've caused this backlog of traffic.
I actually can't speed up because of how heavy this load is.
Well, it's not that heavy.
I kind of zoned out. I wasn't paying attention. I was kind of just looking at chat and listening to your story. And I must have set it on cruise control to whatever speed I did set it at. Oops. Oh dear.
Well, if this is making you relax, I'll try and think of more stories that I have from Panto. Let's have a look.
Have you said all your Panther stories before, or are there any extra ones that I haven't heard yet?
The one about the iPhone 11 to the stage manager, I don't think I've told that one before.
Yeah, I haven't heard that one, no.
All the other ones, though, I think I've said.
Yeah. I don't know, you have quite a good storytelling. I mean, you and X-Rex have quite good voices for that sort of stuff.
No, X-Rex just smacks his shifter into gears.
Okay, now I'm going too fast. Oh, was that left? Oops. Sorry, car. Can cut you off.
Do I just have any of the stories in general? I don't really know. Thank you for subscribing. I have no idea how to pronounce that. Game Zone. I'm just going to say your last bits. Hello, how are you doing? Have you seen the 12 book on my shoe video? I can't say I'm familiar with it.
Oh wow, I managed to floor away from me even though I was doing blooming 29 miles an hour.
Yeah.
Oh god. Yeah, sorry about that. I didn't actually notice I was doing
That's
25
fine.
miles an hour on a motorway. Can you go slower, please? Not literally me going down 25 miles an hour down a Italian motorway. That I did not expect. But yeah, I've managed to do I've managed to do 120 miles on a quarter of a fuel tank.
Wow.
On a quarter in my new car, my 1.9 diesel Volkswagen Golf, and I'm quite impressed with that because that would have been about just over half a tank in my car, probably in my Vauxhall Corsa. So where that vehicle's not very fuel economical, like you know.
Careful, we've got a ferry coming up soon. I'm trying to think of any more Panto stories. Like probably ones that you've never heard of before.
Yeah, I've probably heard them all by now because I've been here for so long.
There's probably one that I haven't talked about for a while. As part of the show, there was a UV scene that you had to do. Well, you didn't have to do it, but that's like part of the show. I was assigned to do a few of the roles. So I was assigned to do a ballistic frog that did side jumps across the stage with a hand acting as its mouth. Then I played 3 frogs on a stick trying to like sing along. Then I played an octopus playing the drums. And literally that happened probably about a minute after I was on stage as a crocodile. So I literally had to get from a crocodile suit into a frog costume in about 30 seconds. Yeah.
How on earth did you do that?
A lot of help.
I've just got 100% damage on the trade. Did you rear end me? But hang on, that's a non-cold zone.
No. No, it's not on. It's not on. It's not no collisions. I hung back like by a lot.
Oh well. Somehow the game's now said you have now got 100% on the back of your trailer. Wait, so how many percent on the goods? Oh god. Wait, how is that little tap giving me 100% on both on the load and the trailer? Oh well, I'm not too fast. God, you are speedy, aren't you?
And I'm in front.
Yeah, you are speedy, aren't you? Oh god, and you're speeding off again.
The timing.
Yeah, I guess.
But yeah, basically, as soon as I got off stage, I was literally undressing there and then. As soon as I got into the wings, I was effectively like unzipping my suit to get into the, you know, crocodile thing. That was literally waiting in the corridor between the stage and the thing. So, yeah. A few times I did get there late. I remember one time I was literally hearing the music of when I was supposed to be on there, and I wasn't even in the frog costume. Hey. So yeah, I literally rushed to get into the suit and then rushed to the stage. Yeah, mostly it went alright. Any other stories?
So, anything fun you got up to this week and last week, from between last week?
Not really.
I'll tell you what my schedule is for next Monday. I have a feeling I've got a Monday and a Friday evening shift. I have a strong feeling I have those two shifts. Something in my mind baffles me. So yeah.
You're clearly tired.
Well, I am for some reason stupidly waking up early every day, even though I technically don't need to. But my body's kind of just saying, please wake up early for no reason. I mean, tomorrow I've got college, I'm going to service my golf. So, yeah,
I've kind of like that a few times. Like, I'm waking up at... I mean, I don't know. But I think this morning I woke up at like 5 minutes to 6 in the morning. And then went back to sleep. Because I literally like looked at the time and thought... Well, originally I woke up and thought like, oh, it's bright outside. What's the time?
You don't have a virtual
5:55 a.m. And I was just like, back to sleep.
Yeah, that's what I saw today, and I'm like, I think I blame work. So my black box. So I've been driving at 6 o'clock in the morning. Within the last 6 weeks, I drove 3 times for a 6:30 a.m. shift. Now obviously I've got to be out of the house at 6 a.m. However, black boxes do not like that time for some reason. I got penalised for times I'm driving out of the house, and I'm like, well, great. Like, it's not, at least it's not an offence to, like at least the black box doesn't have an actual restriction. It just has a punishment if you do drive at that time. So, just because all 4 of your boxes are green for speed, brakes,
why does it even have that?
Because it's a black box, what do you expect?
Yeah, but why does it punish you for going on at certain times?
That's how some black boxes are. Like, I get it. Speed is, to be honest, I believe all black boxes should just measure speed. That's it.
Why should it punish you for going out at 6 a.m? Most people go to work at like 5 a.m.
Not most people. Most people work a 9 to 5, so they go out the house at 8 or something.
Well, yeah, but people that work in like offices and things, you know, sometimes they have to be out the house by like 5 a.m.
It depends. I mean, depends where you work and stuff. I am trying to get transferred to a branch closer to home, but I don't think so that would be a possibility. Because the branch I work at is the most busiest. Is this an automatic toll, yeah?
Hmm? Yeah.
But yeah. I'm just really excited about my new car. I'm yet to make a TikTok for it. I'll do that tonight, actually.
I can't wait to unbox my phone, to be honest.
God, what are you trying to do, bully? Oh, if you've been trying to do Galloway away, are you failing that because you keep getting seen?
You are muted, by the way.
Yeah, so I mean it's quite a sad day for me because I sold my car. I sold my old car, my first car, the yellow one. It's gone. That's crazy.
I'm gonna go now. Bye. Alright, see you, Mason.
Huh? I'm gonna leave the house at 8:10, so I book my car in. So I've got to do the rear brake pads and service it.
Good luck.
The car's ready.
Make sure when you put the screws back in, you use some medium strength thread locker.
Chris fixed locking down his marriage with the engagement ring. Medium strength thread locker. 3 years later, divorces. Because the medium strength lock, this medium strength.
And these could be on here quite tight, so we need to use the rotor tool to cut it off.
Oh wow.
And don't worry, the only bad thing you can do is just cut off the person's finger. You know, it's not that bad.
And go to jail for oh, you can't go to jail for manslaughter.
I mean, you
don't merge.
You can't get charged, obviously.
Jeez.
Yeah, it won't be as bad as manslaughter. It'll probably be like, I don't even know. It'll be like, I don't even know what it'll be for cutting off someone's finger.
No, not even harassment. It's just like I'm trying to think.
It will definitely be assault.
Assault, abuse. That's what I'm trying to think of. Now there are 8 people. Yeah, that's how it is because you got to understand it's like 9:30 at night.
Yeah.
I mean, I want to watch some TV shows. To be honest with you, I watch 1 to 2 episodes of Young Sheldon. That's about how many I watch a night. I don't really watch any more than that, and then I kind of call it a night and just go to sleep. Birch, look to your left. There's a red Volkswagen Golf going past. That's roughly what I've got, actually. Don't kill it.
Kill it.
No, it's a precious little car. Wow, how intelligent of that truck.
Oh my days. Yeah, I just saw.
How intelligent. Like,
I mean, you told me to get aggressive AI, so.
Yeah, they really do not mess about, they do. Like, in most situations, they actually make the traffic flow better because they fly down the road at like 100 miles an hour, so there's no clog-ups. If you get the aggressive AI mod, which makes the traffic flow way better. However, optimistic, every unlucky you're gonna catch it happening to this.
Slow down. Slow down. Slow down.
I don't need that much of a warning, alright?
No, meaning that would be their reaction to the AI cars.
Yeah, true. Optimistic just was unlucky with all of them. Oh, I can't. He got launched into NASA.
Why is it always him?
It's funny though when it's always him though. I gotta wait to do that to him when he comes back in July.
Yeah, honestly.
We can kill with Tudeki.
I will be honest.
Have you seen Wrinkle's gone to the Grand Canyon?
Who?
Wrinkle.
No.
Do you not watch him? The guy who does all the duck videos.
I mean, I watch him, but I didn't see that specific video.
McDonald's. He's taking him to so many cool places. Okay, I think I might have a duck obsession.
Yeah, honestly, I will be honest, you know, like, him being not on the streams, it's been a little bit...
Not gonna lie, it's
not
been
really
a bit
quiet,
dead.
But like, yeah, it's been like...
It's been a lot less fun without him, I would admit.
Yeah.
That,
It's like the vibe with him was just so much more...
Yeah, the vibe, like, although I like it with us.
Lifelike.
I still prefer it as the trio. I even like when Callum's on, man, because it's so fun to have Callum on. But that's why I thanked everybody. One thing I realised though, I'm gonna say this now, and I know it's not gonna be the last time I say it, but eventually, right? Um, eventually, these times are gonna end. Like, we won't always be trucking together. We won't always be, with you doing this sort of stuff. Like, I feel like it's kind of come to that premature time where it's going to come to an end. As where I do evening shifts and here and there, like, I don't know what my future could hold in the next few years. I've been trucking still on a Monday, and I love that. It's so much fun to do on a Monday. First day of the week, do some trucking, relax after a hard working Monday. I mean, it's a lot of fun, but obviously you got to understand Ducky has doing his GCSEs this year, and next year he's going to be moving on to A levels, which is a lot harder.
Yeah. I'm not I'm not following him for like doing the GCSEs and like dumping the truck in. Obviously he has to take his GCSEs. I'm
and he's got to think
praising him for that.
Yeah, that's what I've been praising him throughout. I've been praising him throughout.
Never fault him for taking his break. He needs that break. He needs to focus on his GCSEs.
Every time he's done something good, I've always praised him because it's just a source of motivation, especially when you're literally just giving up your whole life to studying. But students like him are used to it, so they think it's normal, I think. But then that's why I didn't take A level, because I know that I won't be able to go out with my friends often and stuff. So yeah. I
think that's what you need. I don't know if this is gonna I do apologize if this is gonna sound offensive or anything, but
education kind of feels useless.
No. Like Asian families are more demanding. How do I put this?
Demanding for grades and things.
Not really like demanding, but like they want the future generation to succeed. So they really push their they really push their their children, basically, their sons and daughters. In the UK, it's a bit more relaxed, I would say. So, you kind of need to expect, that, that's going to happen.
But this is the thing, that's kind of the sort of mentality I grew up with.
Yeah. See, obviously, I think that's like one of the trickiest things for like someone who grew up from the UK, gets to grip with, because when I was growing up, I just thought every family and like every continent and every religion was treated the same. But growing up,
yeah, it's wherever your parents are really raised, to be honest. Like, obviously my parents, when they grew up, they didn't have much of an education and stuff, so obviously they expected grades and everything.
Yeah.
And I think seeing my older sibling go through uni and everything, realizing that uni isn't everything anymore. Uni isn't like the best thing for the child anymore.
Then again, to be fair, GCSEs isn't either.
Because now like that I'm doing motor vehicle, I'm going completely different path. I'm the only sibling out of all my siblings that isn't going to uni. Now obviously that's a complete different mindset. Now obviously
definitely.
You gotta think now, in a normal Asian household, this would be really frowned upon. But where they've experienced and now learnt this, as long as you can make a living doing what you can, and they're happy. Now, with Ducky being the only child, I can see why his parents want to push him so hard and stuff. If they were to ever have a second child, they'd realise actually university isn't that great, because you got to pay your loan back and this and that.
But the thing is that Optimistic is probably so used to that lifestyle, so he'll probably keep up with it anyway.
Yeah, to be honest with you, if he keeps up to it, he'll still be an amazing engineer.
Definitely, yeah.
And I think it'll be the same with Lucky Gamer, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I think he'll become a hardcore studier, and I think Optimistic would be a good role model for him for that. I think you need to watch a show called Young Sheldon. I think Young Sheldon is a very good show. It's
basically what I was saying is,
each
Optimistic is doing everything right.
Yeah, each episode of Young Sheldon is only 18 minutes long. And funny enough, he reminds me of Optimistic a lot.
I might see if I can check it out, but anyway. I'm probably going to go ahead and wrap up this stream here. I know I said I was going to like stream until like 10, but the thing is that I don't know what we can do in 30 minutes.
We can do another job, but I don't fancy doing it, to be honest
with you.
Yeah,
me neither, to be honest. I kind of want to get my wheel away and just rest, to be honest.
The thing is, I don't know if my wheel will sell for 130. That's all I want for it, because that's how much I paid for this whole set for.
Wow.
But, I'm just going to maybe wait a little bit.
Yeah.
And see what happens.
I don't do a rate on these streams. I don't do them. It's kind of pointless.
Yeah, true.
Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and mute because I know you're going to say Murder Duck. So, I'm going to go ahead and end the stream here. So, I hope you guys did enjoy the stream. If you did enjoy it, make sure you drop a like on the stream. That would be awesome, and thank you very much. Also, make sure to subscribe as well for more content. And I'll see you guys in the next video or stream. But until then, take care and peace out.